In the winter of 330 BC, as Alexander the Great pursued his campaign to conquer the vast Persian Empire, he encountered one of his most significant challenges at a rugged mountain pass known as the Persian Gate. Located in the modern-day Zagros Mountains of Iran, this narrow pass was the scene of a fierce confrontation reminiscent of the famous Battle of Thermopylae. Here, Alexander faced not only the harsh elements of winter, but also a determined Persian force intent on halting his advance into the heart of Persia. After the decisive defeat of Darius III at the Battle of Gaugamela, Alexander's path seemed clear to claim the Persian throne. However, the remnants of the Persian army, along with new recruits, gathered under the command of the satrap Ariobarzanes. Determined to resist the Macedonian invasion, Ariobarzanes chose the Persian Gate, a narrow defile surrounded by steep rocky cliffs, as his defensive stronghold. This strategic choice was intended to neutralize the numerical and tactical advantages of Alexander's troops. As Alexander approached the Persian Gate, he was initially unaware of the prepared ambush awaiting his forces. The rugged terrain and narrow paths made the marching army particularly vulnerable to attacks from above. Alexander's advance guard entered the pass, only to be met by a barrage of arrows, rocks, and spears from Persian forces well hidden among the rocks and cliffs. Caught off guard and unable to maneuver effectively in the confined space, Alexander's forces suffered heavy casualties. The initial assault forced them to retreat, marking one of the few times in Alexander's campaigns where his initial strategy had failed, and he was pushed back. Determined not to be deterred by this setback, Alexander gathered his commanders to devise a new approach. The strategic genius of Alexander came to the forefront as he planned a night march through the mountains. Using local guides, he discovered a goat path that would allow his men to flank the Persian position and attack them from behind. In a grueling overnight operation, Alexander and his select group of soldiers climbed the steep and treacherous terrain, navigating by the stars. Their movements were concealed by the darkness of night and the silence of a light snowfall. At dawn, as the light began to spill over the mountain ridges, Alexander's forces reached their intended position, overlooking the Persian defenses from behind. Meanwhile, he ordered a frontal assault as a diversion to engage the Persians at the front. As Ariobarzanes focused on repelling this attack, Alexander's troops descended from the heights, catching the Persians completely by surprise. The battle quickly turned chaotic for the Persians, as they found themselves attacked from both front and rear. The Macedonian soldiers, invigorated by the element of surprise and their trust in Alexander's leadership, fought with renewed vigor. The Persian forces, realizing the futility of their position, began to break ranks. The Battle of the Persian Gate was a decisive victory for Alexander, clearing the path to the Persian heartlands and ultimately to Persepolis, the ceremonial capital of the Persian Empire. The fall of Persepolis marked the symbolic end of the Persian Empire and the unquestioned ascent of Alexander as the new ruler of a vast domain. The battle at the Persian Gate showcased Alexander's resilience and tactical adaptability, qualities that defined his military career. It also underscored the determination of the Persian forces, who, despite their ultimate defeat, had fought valiantly to defend their land against a formidable invader. The battle, though less celebrated than others in Alexander's campaigns, was a critical moment in his conquest of Persia and a testament to the enduring spirit of the warriors on both sides. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give a like, share, and subscribe to receive notification when we drop new content.